Yo, what's going on, family? We got another episode of the Ask Tay Podcast. And on this one, I'm not gonna lie. It got pretty funny, all right? The topic today is the person that you want, ladies, for example. You want the man, I want a man that drives a Ferrari, right? Fellas, I want the baddie, right? Well, the question I have on today's podcast is, are you actively getting hollered at, flued out by men who drive Ferraris? Or are you getting the Honda drivers? Like, are you getting a different level, right? We're going to chime in on that question today. We're going to have some fun with it. Once again, Ask Tay, you can ask anything, right? So this question came in from somebody. I'm like, look, I think we need to dive into this. So you can ask anything on Ask Tay. This is one of those sweet spots that I think a lot of people want to know about. So we're going to talk about it. Let's go.
I got Hitman on the beat. School out.
Secure the bag with 1017 Scoochie.
Scoochie.
Yeah, Puerto Rico, East Atlanta.
Yeah.
Well, Miami.
Go.
My money machine go beep, I love the sound that it make. Plus all the racks I'm count, I think that my machine bout to break. Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These private flights, Miami nice, these Gucci bags full of cash. So when Tay Sweat from Puerto Rico, we go hard for the cheese. It's all legit, we making grip, they think I'm still selling keys. I just Cartier my eyes.
So what we decided to make today's topic is based on your expectations, right? Because, as we make money and we're trading stocks, because that's what we do here, we trade live. But as we making this money, everybody wants to know about the whole dating thing, right? Like I really like, Tay, you're married, you got your money, you seem like you got everything together. Please tell me how to do that. I want that life, right? And so my wife, somebody was asking a few questions, and my wife was like, you need to talk about this. So today's topic, it was kind of gifted to us from the Queen, right? But I think we agreed that this is a good question. And so the question is the person that you want actively wanting you? And I really feel like it's a good topic because I do feel like a lot of people are delusional, and I feel like it's on both sides, men and women, but more especially the women, right? More especially the women. Like I said, I do feel like men, we might want the baddie that's out of our league sometimes, like, hey, I'm broke. I can't afford to take you to the nice restaurants that you normally get and take to by, normally men take you to nice restaurants. I can't afford them restaurants, but I still want you. Like crazy, right? Crazy. Delusional, delulu, right? And then you got the women who's like, man, I want that man right there. Now, I'm not willing to give you a threesome like these other women give you. And no, I'm not going to suck you up in the car like these other women do. But you still should date me. And it's like, hold on. Hold on. Whoa. So you want me to give up on this life that I'm used to getting, this good stuff, right? You're not going to offer it, but you want me to stop doing it over here and then come like hang out with you. You're my son. That sounds like a bad deal. That sounds like a bad deal, right? It sounds like a bad deal. Child, please, facts, right? Like that sounds like a bad deal. Who raised you?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Like that's a bad deal. All right, so we really have to like examine this, man, because I think a lot of people have these. See, when you say it out loud, right? When you say these things out loud, it's like, bro, that's a no-brainer. Like, no, nobody would expect that, right? Nobody would fall for that. But these are the expectations that a lot of women and men are having. And so, once again, I'm not a professional on these topics. It's not my thing, right? When it comes to like, I'm not a dating coach or relationship coach. No. However, I'm fucking married, happily married, right? And as much as I hate to say it like this, because it kind of sounds bad, but I think it's the truth, right? I got a woman that looks like what a lot of the dudes want, like the baddie, the nice body, pretty eyes, model looking, you know, like I got the woman that most women, or that most women want her too. But that most men, you know, would want that avatar, that look. Like, man, she got a nice body. She's got the look. She's beautiful on paper and in person. And then she's a great wife. Holy shit. Right? So I have that. And then, you know, on my end, it's like, I feel like every time women come to me and ask, you know, questions about like dating, I feel like I'm the avatar that the women want. And that's why I talk about these topics, because I feel like, this is just me. I feel like there are too many men out here with microphones who are talking shit about dating and relationships and marriage, and the motherfuckers ain't married. They're not married. They're not the avatar. Most people, like, literally, it's like, bro, like, nobody wants you. You got a microphone and you talking shit. Nobody wants you. Like, nobody wants you. If you strip the damn, if you strip the podcast platform from under most of these motherfuckers, nobody would want them. Like, they got the fame. Some of them got fame because of the podcast, but like, nobody would want them in real life. Like, if we strip you, you know, out of your podcasting seat, you're lame, right? And so I feel like, me personally, I'm one of the guys who I actually do this shit in real life. That's what we gonna do, right? That's what we're gonna do. Especially we got all of these people here live. I'm like, why not have a conversation amongst y'all, you know, amongst the people? So yeah, let's have some fun with this. So, okay, this is where the conversation came. Like, this is where or when it came into play. The Queen and I, we were hanging out. That's right, Angie. You know, a lot of them are never married. You know, they're not married, never in a healthy relationship, but giving advice. Crazy. So, you know, the Queen and I, we were in a car on the way to, we were going on a little date for lunch, a little lunch a day just to hang out, man. And every now and then we, you know, get away from the kids and just go have some parent time out. I'll take her to lunch or something. So we went for lunch. And she mentioned something, and she was like, so I'm reading something somebody had sent me, right? Because, you know, me and Rohana have been having a few conversations, and then I think the last podcast that we did striked up a few more, you know, people's comments or questions. And so a few other people sent me questions, and I won't say their names, but same thing, they're like, I want this type of guy. And so the Queen, you know, she gonna keep it real just like I do, right? She a Capricorn. So the Queen she says, okay, you want that type of man. This type of man probably drives, I think the woman actually mentioned like Ferrari, right? She says, so you want a man who drives and or could afford a Ferrari. This is the most beautiful question. This is why I love her brain, right? Pun intended. She then asked the question, she says, has anybody in a Ferrari ever hollered at you? I was like, yo. She said, are men in Ferraris actively trying to date you? Even if it's just trying to clap them cheeks, right? Are men in Ferraris pulling up on you? Hey, wanna go out? Right? Wanna go out? She said, I'm telling you, it's a mic drop, right? And I was like, that is a great question. And so it led me to think, I said, damn, like, okay, we talking, because we got people on both ends, right? We got men and women. Capricorns are vicious. Hey, that's funny. Hey, I'm telling you, we gonna say some shit that it might make you hurt. But I'm telling you, but think about it though, right? It's honesty. Because that can literally, if you want to see if someone's being delusional or if they actually have some proper like parameters around their expectations or not, right? It's a great way to do it, because it's like, well, shit, who hollering at you now? Like this. And so I think it can be on both sides, right? Oh yeah, she melted me with that question. When she said that, I was like, and see, this is why I love you right here. Your brain is just, so yeah, man, it was so profound of a question that I feel like many people aren't asking themselves, right? I think it's a valid question, right? Because I think, here's the thing. I personally think you should set your expectations on the people who you are actually having those interactions with on a day-to-day basis. Whoever keep hollering at you, whoever keep doing whatever, you know, I think you should have your expectations set around them, because chances are in the dating world, you have to cast a wide ass net, right? And so you're not gonna find your husband on the first interaction, right? So you gotta cast a wide net. Maybe you don't sleep with all of the men, but you gonna have to go on a wide, date, wide amount of dates. So, you might have to go on dates with 10 men before you find the one that's like, oh, here he is, right? And fellas, I ain't done with you either. We gotta talk about you too, because I know some fellas out there who are they're a little, they're a little weird with their expectations. So yeah, like literally, that's right, shoot above the rim, for real. And so with the ladies, and that's right, man. Yeah, dating and courting it's not what it used to be. No, not at all. Not at all. And I think there's a few reasons about why that is, Jacqueline. We can go over that too. But fellas, on your side, when I see men who are actively trying to, holler at certain women, my first things first is, first of all, like, they don't look your way, right? And so the question's a little more difficult, because ladies, that's an easy question. You want a man in a Ferrari? You want a man with a G-Wagon? You want a man with G-Wagon money? Well, are men in G-Wagons actively hollering at you? I mean, at least they might be trying to smash. Like, let's go on a date. Let's have some casual sex, right? Platonic sex. Like, that's a great, area to say, okay, I think that makes sense. Well, same thing, fellas. Women have what's called, ladies, and y'all can chime in and let me know if I'm on point with this or not. Ladies, y'all have what's called, a gaze. They call it like a star gaze, or like a 6-second stare, right? And so I personally think, women, if they want you, they're gonna give you that little stare. They might play with their hair, or smile at you and stare at you for like six seconds. That's why they call it the 6-second stare. That's right, Jack. That's why I figured. Like, yeah, most women, when they want you, they're gonna hold that eye contact. That's right. They're gonna hold the eye contact, right? So, okay, so my ladies are chiming in. They're like, yes, that's exactly right. They're gonna give you that eye contact, and they're gonna hold the, right? And so, and see, I know that. So, I'm married, man. I do my best, right? I'm still human, right? That's a choosing signal. That's right. I'm still human. And so I don't want to put myself in any weird situations to even go there, right? And so women, when they try to like stare me down, I'll look, and when I see the eye contact, I'm like, real quick, I'll strip it from your ass. Nope. What's going on? Good to see you. Yeah. I'll look right over your ass. Hey. Because I don't even want to be in a position to be like, I saw you looking at me. We locked eyes. No, we did not. No, we did not lock eyes. No, the hell we didn't, right? So for me, I know that women do this. And so like I said, like, yeah, when you out, for my married fellas, when you out, as soon as you see eye contact, just, hey, look over there. So yeah, man, I just do my best to, being married for 15 years, what should I listen for? What do you mean, what should you listen for? What do you mean? Let me see. I got it. In this conversation. Well, I think it's a good conversation for people, period, man, honestly, because here's the thing. That's a great question, by the way. Like, I'm married, shit. I don't need this conversation. I'm out. Here's the thing. I think this conversation needs to be had for both single and married people because we're talking about, do you match up with who you say you want, right? Or for my married folks, do you bring to the marriage what you're requesting or what you'd like to see out of your partner, right? And that's why I say I think this is a conversation that still helps on both sides, because For example, if I want I'm gonna just go on and say it, right? If I want my wife to be a slut and just lust over me and just jump my bones, right? Every minute of the day, right? A question I can still ask myself, watch this. When I'm out in the main world, have I kept up this person that make other women want to do what I want my wife to do to me, right? Because if I'm who I say I am, and I want certain treatment from my wife, then other women should want to do that to me too. Just because I'm doing what I should be doing, right? And so I think, Kim said, I'm going home and 6 seconds look at my husband. I love it, yeah. But yeah, like literally, I feel like what happens in marriages is you get a little comfy. Right? You get a little comfy. And so fellas, you find yourself getting a beer belly, right? You get out of shape. You start, you don't put as much, maybe you don't hit the DO as much as you used to. Right? You just start letting shit go. You start letting shit go. And so you come in looking a little weird, being a little less like attractive, right? That's right. You go into fuck it mode, right? And so you come in looking a little, less than, if I'm being honest, right? And you expecting your wife to still slut out for you when you're not that attractive. She actually like, ooh, I wish she'd lose that. Ooh, I wish she'd go take a shower. Ooh, I wish she'd go put some deodorant on. Ooh, I wish, like literally, like it's a few things that I think that we have to remember to do, to be, right? I think there's a few things. And so, that's right. That's right. Yeah, you can't be dusty, right? You can't be dusty. And so that's one I think. And don't get me wrong, I think, some women come at certain men for certain things, for different things. And so what I mean by that is some women came in because they're like, man, this guy can create or can provide the level, let's say the level of security that I desire, right? And so, okay, have you? Maybe when she came in, you could provide this level of security that she desired. Are you still providing that level of security, right? And so if not, then of course that's why she's not giving you no head like she used to. I mean, like, let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about it, right? And so we can still have that conversation about, with married couples as well. Because not only should you be a certain type of person to attract the person that you want, but I think you should remain that same type of person that you want to attract, right? And so that's kind of what I'm getting at. And so, yeah, I think this conversation is still, relevant for married folks, right? Still relevant. Kendall said, funny, my wife will say things if I start to fall off. Yeah, she an overachiever, yeah. That's Kendall, spot on. That's it. As she should. I feel like we live in a society, man, that that's right. Don't be the only one in a marriage happy. Good God, that's solid. That's solid. And so I really feel like, constantly evolving, constantly like being able to lust for your partner. Right. And I feel like in society, we've kind of gotten to a point where it's rude to tell, it's rude to come pinch somebody's fat. Like, hey, you're getting a little too many, we used to joke like this. I don't know if people still eat Twinkies, but we used to say like, a little too many Twinkies. Y'all remember Twinkies? I don't know if they even still make Twinkies, but for real, like, this generation is too sensitive. I agree. Right? I agree. It's more than nice dates and gifts. That's right. And so, yeah, man, I feel like we have to I feel like we used to be each other's barometer or each other's like mirror. Like some of us don't have that self-regulation, if you will, right? So like if you start getting a little too sloppy, some of us don't have that self-regulation to say, I'm getting a little sloppy. Let me do something about this. Right? Do something about this. Sometimes it's good to have that partner to say, hey, let's get it together, baby. Let's do it together. I support you. Right? Let's see, we got a little bit of wisdom. I always welcome wisdom, right? I'm still a young one in the marriage game, right? I'm only 35, right? I've been married twice, right? Been married twice. I was in an 11-year relationship prior, and me and my wife have been married for almost 4 years. So I'm still a puppy in the game of love, right? And I understand we got some big dogs in the building who have been married 30 years, 17 years, 50 something years, right? And so yeah, I want to chime in. I want y'all chiming in. Let's see. Here's a little bit of wisdom. Not that I'm that old, but I do have 17 years in the game, and I'm surrounded by much older couples that have successful marriages. You have to keep your marriage fresh and renewed. My husband's uncle told me, he's 80 now. Okay, damn. Okay, yeah. So you get wisdom. My husband's uncle told me he's too old. Oh no. Excuse me. My husband's uncle told me that he told his doctor not to put him on any medication that was going to mess with his erections. Okay. Real talk. I knew then. He wanted that for the sake of his marriage. Keep your marriage happy, whatever that means for both of you. I love that. Love that. So yeah, we got Russell. Russell been married 36 years, right? So yeah, we got some big marriages in the group, and that's what I feel like we are missing in the podcasting space, right? And so there's no podcasters really that are married that are actively doing it. And then the people who are speaking on relationships, they're not married. They're not the better versions of the men that we got walking around. I can tell you that now. Most of the dudes that get the most attention, they're like, I don't even know if they get much respect in the man world, to be honest. I mean, if you wipe out the podcast world and they're just guys, men, I don't think they get much respect in the man's world. Just being honest. Now, I'll be honest, maybe, a couple of them, like the Andrew Tates, I think he get respect in the men's world, but like, it's a few people who, they don't get much respect. If you take the microphone and the internet away, they don't get much respect. But yeah, shout out to the real goats, man. Yeah, the 36 years married, the 50 years married. Yeah, shout out to y'all. Let's see, Mara said 50 years old, married 31 years. All facts. Got to keep yourself up. Keep it real when your spouse is slipping. That's right. And always approach in a loving manner. I love that. Love it. I love it. Thank you for my OGs chiming in, man. Thank you. That's exactly how I feel. Like, because I really do feel like attraction doesn't leave. Just because you got married don't mean that, okay, attraction's out the door. Let me start eating and now I can get to my regular self, right? You start walking around in bonnets and shit all day and you busting out of your fucking house shoes because your cankles have swollen up because you're eating all this fucking sodium. Don't do that. Take care of yourself, baby. All right? Yeah, I would say Andrew Tate, David Goggins. Yeah, these are some guys who, I definitely think. Right? That's right. Farting in Target. Look, now I'm going to say this. Now, for my married couples, y'all chime in with me, right? Especially my long-time married couples. Y'all chime in with me. Number one, I'm going to suggest, we trade the stock market and say, I'm going to assume y'all making money because we make money, right? So y'all got a little something. So if you're going to invest in a house, make sure you have a house or a space that's going to allow you to have your own bathrooms, right? I don't care how it looks, but you need to go get your own bathroom. house, make sure you have a house or a space that's going to allow you to have your own bathrooms, right? I don't care how it looks, but you need to go get your own bathroom, right? So if you got a 4-bedroom, 3-bedroom, make sure she can have the master bathroom. We still can shower and stuff in there, but make sure you got your own toilet. Let me say that, right? My married folks, y'all can chime in with me. Right? Look, my married folks like facts. Go get your own toilet, right? Make sure you have your own toilet. She don't want to hear you farting. And ladies, we definitely don't want to hear y'all farting. As far as I'm concerned, there's only little like butterflies and flowers that come out of my wife, right? Now I know better than that because I study. I'm a personal trainer. I study physiology and the human body. I know better than that. But at the same time, I just like to I like to feel that way. My wife go to the bathroom. Hey, I'm going to the bathroom. When she come back and she walk by me, I be like, good God, that smells good. What do you have on? Come here. I'm ready to eat now. Shit, come here. So like, as far as I'm concerned, there's only flowers and stuff coming out of her. Like my wife is very good about that. When she goes to the bathroom, she comes out literally smelling like heaven. And so I'm like, okay, I don't know what you did in there, but it was great. All right. So let's see. I've been married. I've been with my husband 11 years. And the only time he's heard me fart is if I'm sleeping. There you go. Right? I really think that's a key. It's a part of the key to longevity in relationships, man. I really feel that way. I really feel that way. All right. Tell you, I see my pop kiss my mom every day before he head out. He damn near 80. That post this morning had me like, yeah. It's a real thing, man. I think, getting those kisses in, it helps to extend lifespan. It's a real thing. And that's why I'm not a big fan of this like hot girl summer shit and brother red pill bullshit. I think it's some shit that's been created by somebody who's got an agenda, right? Because we were meant to be together. That's just what it is. We've never been meant to be single people. We are people that go together, right? We go together. That's just what it is. And so, when you kiss, all of that stuff produces oxytocin. It's good. So that's why I'm an advocate for marriage, right? They try to make it rah-rah, cool, macho to be like, I'm single out here and I'm smashing these women for the rest of my life. I'm like, I'm good on that, right? Y'all do y'all thing, all right? So it's 2 pools, a gym, 5 lounges, arcade, 3 lobbies in my building with a bathroom. Pick one. Right. Oh, so yeah, man. I don't know. You work in healthcare, there's not much. There's not too much we haven't seen. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure. The breakdown of the family unit is the biggest problem we have. I agree, Russell. The breakdown of the family unit is one of the biggest problems we have as a country. Really. It's insane what's going on. So yeah, that's my one key. So ladies and gentlemen, as y'all are getting together, right? Because I know I got some single people here, right? As you're getting together, I know somebody might have told you different, but ladies, do not fart in front of him. I'm sorry. Especially at the beginning. Just don't do it. I'm sorry. Just don't do it. And I can vouch for this multiple times because one of the things that kind of decayed my last marriage was that. The farting in front of each other, the pooping, knowing like announcing, I gotta go poop. Right? Like, and then coming in the bathroom while you're pooping. Like that was part of what decayed my last, and I mean, a small part, but it was a piece, right? And so that's why I like to tell y'all this. Like, look, this is what happened to me. You ain't got to go through that. Right? You don't have to go through it. Okay. Hey, that's hilarious though. Farts decayed us. That's right. No, but seriously, I say this because one of the things Mimi says, go out the window over time. And it could, and that's why I say, but you have to grow. You have to grow into that over time. That's how I feel, Mimi. See, Mimi, you've been married much longer than I have, so like I can't argue with you. You right. But what I will say is, right? What I would say is one of the things my ex used to tell me is that, like, before sex, you go to your separate bathrooms, you get cleaned up, whatever. If you spend too much time in there, what is your ex thinking about, right? Oh, it's my ex. What was my ex thinking about? She was thinking like, you spending too much time in the bathroom, you probably pooping. And then what happens? Because see, women, especially with women, the way y'all mind work, you be like, dang, he's taking too long in the bathroom. Probably taking too long because he pooped. Oh my God, last time he pooped, it was horrendous. He smelled like something died in him. Oh my God, something died in him? I'm gonna have sex with this motherfucker. Like literally, y'all's mind get to running, and before you know it, you get back, fellas, you get back to the bedroom like, shit, what's up? I'm clean now. What's good? She like, like, get off of me. Like, all she thinking about now is the last time she smelled your stinking ass, right? She don't wanna have sex now, right? She don't wanna have sex now. That's just, now I ain't gonna lie, some of y'all freaks and y'all be like, give it to me, stinky. Mimi, is that you? You just like, whatever, stinky, get in here. Is that why you say just go out the door, Mimi? Eventually, I just like, whatever. Come on, stinky. Hey, man. That is hilarious. All right. That is hilarious. Oh, man. That is hilarious. You see, my wife know I'm pooping because the Instagram notifications start going off. For real. Oh, that's funny. See, it's a respect thing when you're young and uninformed. Yeah. I would agree. So my big dog, I think the most married man in the group right now, or the longest married man in the group right now is Brother Jesse, right? So Brother Jesse, what's your take on that? Is it, you've been married for 53 years. Is it, try to make sure you got your own bathrooms, try to keep that pooping separate, right? You go poop, cool. I don't want to know you pooping, and then I'm gonna go poop, cool, right? Is that what it is, Jesse? Or does it decay over time? And you're like, no, I'll be right in there, poopy, and I don't mind smelling you. We still gonna, do our thing. Which one is it, Brother Jesse? Because I want to know how you move, right? How you and your wife are moving. She said, no, I know a good part from a bad one. Let's see. Let me eat a salad. Let's see. Yeah, I like hearing wisdom from Brother Jesse, man, because he's been married the longest. I agree, Gigi. Yeah, I don't want to be thinking about what's coming out of you, and I don't want you thinking about what's coming out of me. Russell's been married 30 plus years. He said, I don't even like talking about it. This whole conversation makes me uncomfortable. Right? And so this is one of those things I think I really feel like a lot of people who are trying to get married, they miss this. And so you see people walking in the bathroom when they poop and, having conversations while they're, their husband's pooping or whatever, right? Let's see, Brother Jesse said, when you get my age, it's about being happy and alive. I can see that. And healthy. I can see that. Absolutely. I can see that. I could definitely see that. And so, okay. And to be honest, I think, so I mentioned it earlier. I think you have to grow to the level that where farting won't bother you. Now, Mimi, here's why I say I think you gotta grow to that level too. Because see, y'all's expectations, or all of our expectations, start changing as you get 50, right? And so, Mimi, I don't know if y'all, I'm not coming for y'all's age, right? I'm not coming for you. But let's keep it real. See, some of y'all been married 30, 40 years. Y'all getting to that age where you can't hold farts in. I'm just being honest. Y'all getting to that age where you can't hold farts in. So you right. You probably like, yeah, whatever, because you come in and cough, right? And you're like, oh shit, like my bad, right? So you can't hold it in because y'all are getting to that age where shit it just come out of you, right? And then you start getting sick, and so you start realizing that I'm gonna have to probably take care of you, right? I'm gonna probably have to wipe your ass if something happens to you. See, these are conversations nobody want to have, but I really feel like I'm telling you. Brittany said podcast over, cut the mic. But I really feel like these are conversations that we have to have because I feel like there's this thing where women are having conversations with other women and men are having conversations with men, but nobody's crossing the fucking barrier. So y'all don't know what either one of you want. And so that's why I'm mentioning this stuff and why I feel like it's important to have the conversation while we got enough men and women here, right? And so now Mimi's been married, Mimi, like almost 40 years? And so Mimi's been married for a long time. And then Mimi's a woman, of course. And then we got brother Jesse. And so we're getting long-term relationship advice from a man and a woman. And they're starting to make sense, right? And that's why I feel like this conversation needs to happen, right? Okay, 17. Okay. And so I feel like that's why these conversations need to happen. So yeah, man, I really do feel like it's important for us to talk about this stuff and have these conversations. Yeah, I think these are great conversations. Because, I think we can weed out a lot of the bullshit if people know, like, wait a minute, this is stuff I got to think about? Okay, I don't want to get married. And so now we can kick you out of the marriage pool, right? We can kick you out of the pool and say, okay, we know that you want to be single because you ain't trying to deal with the pooping and the farting and, or the pooping and the farting and all that other stuff. You don't want to deal with that. You just want to be single and you only want to dibble and dabble in the good stuff. Cool. You keep your ass in that corner, right? And so people can now start understanding what comes with this stuff and they can make their mind up whether or not they want to even partake in marriage, right? So that's it. Let's see, you have 15 bathrooms, so they can't find you. Right. And so, yeah, I mean, we got a lot of bathrooms in our house, but still at the same time, I do realize, to Mimi's, point, I do realize that over time, like, as we age, right, I'm going to realize that there are going to be certain things that just have to happen, right? Certain things happen. There could possibly be an accident, right? I had a stroke already. I caught the C word, the virus, right? I had it. And then one of the things is rare, right? It's rare. But one of the things that happens is potentially you can have a stroke. And I had a stroke, right? And so I was one of those people who had a stroke. And so guess what? My wife, and at that point, she started wrapping her mind around the fact that I might actually have to like bathe this man or help him, whatever, right? And so, yeah, I think that love can grow. And that's why I'll be telling people now, lock in now. Lock in something now, right? Lock in something now. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why I'm saying it. She said I'm changing my husband's diet. He got a bear flag the other day. Hey, that is hilarious. Hey, that is hilarious. Good God, that's funny. Okay, calls up 12%. There we go. We making money. See, that's what I love about this podcast situation because we live and we watching the market and we making money, right? So calls are up 12%. Well done. So yeah, we making money while we having this beautiful conversation, right? That's right. We gotta get the bag first. So yeah, y'all throw y'all profits in the chat. I'm okay with that. But yeah, man, I really think it's an important thing to lock something in now or as soon as possible because you want to grow the love, right? You want to grow the love and the appreciation and the admiration. You want to grow it while you're young and able-bodied, right? While you're smelling good before you need foot cream. Baby, can you bring my foot cream off the top shelf? Before you start asking about foot cream and fucking like the crazy weird shit, you need to grow. Yeah, you need to grow during your sexy years, right? During your healthy years. Because trying to date, can y'all imagine that? You 55, 60, you trying to find your new husband or wife, but like you already disintegrating, right? You already like you're killing me, Smalls. like think about that, man. You don't want to be dating while you're already disintegrating, right? You don't want to do that. So that's right. Treat your day trading relationships. Forget the day trading relationships. You can have fun with them, but start looking for some leaps. All right. Start looking for some leaps. So, yeah, man, that's just what it is. But I do feel like that, yeah, it's going to come a time where you're going to need somebody. And for more than just sex and companionship, right? You're going to need somebody, right? And so lock in now so you can, you can get there, right? Beautiful conversation about defecation and passing gas. Only this episode of Ask Tay. But yeah, I just think it's, like I said, it's very, it's very important, man. You're once a man and twice a child. Good God, Jesse. That is profound. I don't know if y'all like understand what he just said. That's profound, Jesse. Let me go back. I gotta say it again. You're once a man and twice a child. Woo! I don't know if y'all feel me. That's deep. That is deep. Good God. That's a mic drop. That is a bar all day. Good God. Yeah. That's it. So that's deep. Some of y'all are crazy. Y'all are private messaging me talking about, yeah, my mom's is or my dad is such a child. But yeah, I'm seeing that now. Like, I feel like once you get over that like 50, 60, maybe even 70 range, yeah, you start to revert back to like childlike thinking, childlike things. I've seen it for sure. Right? My mother-in-law do some weird shit sometimes, and I'm like, why do I feel like we gotta be your parents? Hey, stop doing that. I know some of y'all feel me, man. Like some of our parents literally just be like, hey, like, what are you thinking? Like, stop, don't do that. This is not even like dealing with like health issues. I just feel like she's already starting to get childlike. It's just already starting to get childlike. Like, what are you doing? Like, why am I having to have this conversation with you? Stop. Like, what's wrong with you? I don't get it. Oh, man. It is hilarious, man. It is hilarious. She is a sweetheart, Rhonda. She is. But yeah, it's just sometimes it's like, yeah, they're going to say what they want, like children. Children say whatever they want, right? And so, yeah, I feel like as you get older, you start saying whatever you want, right? Yeah, it's just different, especially if they don't or didn't get to live their childhood. Yep. They didn't get to live their childhood. They definitely turn into children when they get over 50. I'm telling you. And literally, most of y'all are not chiming in enough. I know y'all feel me on this because I'm telling you, we be places, and she's not racist. She's not like any of that. And I feel like a lot of people, not racist or anything, but like she say stuff that's inappropriate. Like I remember I think she saw somebody who was from like Australia, right? And she was like, do y'all really eat kangaroos? And I was like, yo, lady, like, time out. Like, hold on.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Like, wait a minute, lady. Like, where'd y'all find this lady? Shit. Like, no filter at all. And I'm like, yo. We gotta get her out of here. Like, time out. So yeah, man, it's these little things like that I'm just like, yo, that's insane, right? So can y'all imagine me? Like, I already say some crazy stuff. Like, can y'all imagine me at like 60? Can y'all imagine me at 60? Good God. My wife gonna be like, oh man, the effort indicator for real is gonna be hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna be out of hand. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. You see, my grandmother lived to nearly 101, and her advice at that age was, do whatever the fuck you want. And everyone can go fuck themselves. See, I feel like that now. Do whatever the fuck you want to do, and everybody else can go fuck themselves. That's exactly how I feel, even now. I'm only 35, damn it. Everybody else go fuck themselves. Like, literally, I want to do what I want to do, right? Why you don't post that much? Because I don't want to post. Tay, why don't you do? Because I don't want to. Gotta listen to grandma, man. Facts. So as we go back and as we close this thing out, I definitely want to, dive back into the whole situation, because I didn't really get to, to dive in on the conversation for men. When it comes to dating, right? When it comes to dating, to get to these marriage levels, to get to the levels of companionship, you have to ask yourself and be realistic with who you're asking for. Who are you praying for? And do they look like the normal people you interact with? And so we talked about the women, and with, hey, you want a man with a Ferrari. Well, do you get, do people who drive Ferraris holler at you? Are men with Ferraris actively asking for your number? If not, then what I need you to do, rewind, and then start writing this stuff down and write down, okay, the last guy that asked for your number drove a Camry, okay? What was his job? Shit, start asking for information on these motherfuckers that ask you for their number or for your number, right? Start asking. So the next time, that's right, take inventory. Hey, beautiful, how you doing? Can I take you out to lunch? Maybe. Where do you work? What kind of car you drive? Right? How many times you been married? How many relationships? What's your longest relationship? Maybe this is some things, And maybe you do take the date. Take the date so you can actually get to know these few things, right? Because you'll be a little weird if you ask all these questions before the date, right? Like, I'm a little turned off at that point, right? But yeah, ask the hobbies, ask about those little things, and then take inventory. Yeah, credit score. Like, how much is the most you've made in a year, right? And make it fun. Like, man, I really have these crazy dreams, these crazy goals. And sometimes, ladies, y'all gotta get smart, right? Y'all gotta get smart. Like, I got these crazy goals of really wanting to pay out a certain amount of money in taxes, right? Like, I can't wait till I make enough money to where I just gotta pay $100,000 a year in taxes. How much is the highest tax paying year you've had? And see, then at that point, you're not coming out weird, but you could also reverse engineer and say, okay, if you're paying $100,000 in taxes and you at least making this much money, right? See, I'm giving y'all some game, man. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all might not think that's game, but I'm telling y'all, that's game, right? That's game. Ask the tax questions, right? Ask the little stuff. That way, it won't even catch them off guard. It's not like you're too invasive. You can have fun with it, and then you can ask these backhanded ass questions that you can then come to the conclusion on what you're trying to figure out. Because I can tell you based on how much taxes you're paying, and really even the conversation, I can tell you how much money a person's making, right? You 1099 or W-2, right? Like literally, that's questions you can ask. Like, I've always wanted, I'm just telling you, I just play games like that, right? So it's a way to be smooth with it and find these questions, right? That's right, reverse psychology. And so just be smooth with it. Be smooth with it, and there's ways to, figure out and take notes. And so once again, if you had 5 different dates, because nowadays you gotta go on a lot of dates. I'm not gonna lie, you gotta go on a lot of dates to find that one, right? And so yeah, if you go on 5 dates and all of them motherfuckers average out, take an average, cool. One was paying $10,000 a year in taxes. 4 of them getting refund checks. It's like, okay. So the average of y'all make about 30K a year. But no, like literally, like you're gonna have to sit down and figure out what's the average, right? What's the average? And if you find out the average, then you're like, okay, cool. And see, I'll give y'all a real quick vibe. This is what made me okay with women's body counts, right? Because first of all, I'll be totally transparent. I wanted somebody with some experience, right? Hey, have you been to college and been trained up a little bit? I don't want to have to teach you. I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't want to have to teach you, right? I don't like to ask for head. Okay? Like, I just need you to know that I like that. And just come get it, right? I don't want to have to ask for it, right? So I like somebody who's trained up, okay? So I knew, fellas, now I'm going to get on y'all, fellas. I knew that I had to work on myself enough to be confident enough to know that the woman that I was going to deal with was going to have some experience on her belt, and I would not be insecure little bitch worried about how many people she'd been with, knowing. And then don't get me wrong, you can't be a hoe, okay? You can't be slutting it out for, no. But there's a nice balance of like, okay, you get it, got it, right? I need that, right? And so that's right. If I give you that look, you better know what it is, right? So yeah, that's for me, right? That's a thing, right? I do think it's a misconception with experience equals hella bodies. That's very true. I will agree with that. And so, fellas, that being said, we already been on the women's ass about, you want the Ferrari driver, but our Ferrari drivers, right? Well, fellas, you want, Miss Baddie over here. But what I need you to do is reverse engineer some stuff, right? You see, I had to have this conversation with one of my brothers. I said, listen, he was dating this fine, she was fine, right? But then he started putting I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Look. I swear I'm gonna get canceled. I know it. But hey, fuck it, let's go. So he was dating this fine woman, right? Fine. I'm like, okay, I see you, right? And then he started laxing out. He started getting relaxed to the point where he was like, oh yeah, she gonna take care of the bills, and she gonna kind of be like my sugar mama. I was like, time out, flag on a play. I said, this fine ass woman ain't about to take care of you. I said, as a matter of fact, let me go through her Instagram. I said, oh, I saw a bunch of pictures of her on vacations, right? In a bikini that somebody else took the picture of. I said, no, my boy, she getting flued out. I said, she used to dating ballers. I said, so you think she finna take care of your bummy ass? No, 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 no. I said, you need to go get you a fat, ugly woman for that. I told you I'm gonna get canceled. But I'm just keeping it real. I'm like, no, 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 no. I said, that's not gonna work. I said, see, you trying to fit a circular peg in a square hole. I'm like, that ain't gonna work, big dog. I said, she used to a different life. I said, so you trying to come in, think you finna lay back and lax out? I said, no, she used to getting flued out. I said, and as soon as she find out that your expectations is for her to take care of you, she gonna look in the mirror and say, I'm too fine for this shit. And one of these dudes, like me, gonna be in that DM. Hey, come hang out with me. I gotta take a trip down to Puerto Rico, right? I don't wanna go alone. Come hang out with me. I said, and guess what? She gonna take that trip, big dog. Especially when I ain't gonna lie, you might even get your foot in the door where she pay a couple bills and she gonna start looking at you like, I got a baller down in Puerto Rico who wanna fly me out. She gonna leave your ass at the house, right? And so he didn't understand, right, tomorrow, right? And see, he didn't understand this, right? He didn't understand this. And so, fellas, you gotta ask yourself, right? Are your expectations on the woman you planting that you aiming for, are your expectations aligned with what you can actually provide, right? Because in the name of the game, the finer the woman gets, the more ballers are after her, okay? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, that's definitely the game I play, right? And I wish you would tell me. Now, some of y'all are weird. There's some weird men out there. Weird. And some of y'all are probably live right now. But I'm gonna talk about you. So just like I talk about the women, I'm gonna be weird and talk about y'all too. There's some weird ass men out there who will date a woman and they be like, oh yeah, you can fly my girlfriend out and do what you want to with her. I'm like, yo, that is a different type of man. I'm like, yo, you weird. Like, you are weird. I'm sorry. That's just weird. That's just weird. That is just weird. But yeah, there are men out here that will literally, he hangs out at the Diddy parties for real. Like, weird. I got hit up from a club. Let me see, hold on. I gotta read this one. I got hit up from a club owner in ATL to bang his wife while he watched. See, that's even weirder, right? Okay, I ain't even talking about that. There's just some men. Now I told y'all why I got a little problem with ATL. It's not just people in ATL, but I don't really care for Atlanta like that. But there are just some people who are so fucking weird that they'll sit back and they're like, you could take care of both of us. I've heard dudes like, yeah, go get that bag from the rich man, baby, and bring that back home. And they think they like pimps. I'm like, no. See, y'all got the game all the way twisted. Like, no, that's not pimping at all. No. That's what I call a simp. That's a bum, right? See, the pimps, as far as I'm concerned, they weren't laying at night with the women who they were pimping out, right? Yeah, you go get the money, bring me back the money. Okay, that's one thing. No. You laying in her bed, driving her car, eating her food, tongue kissing her after she done came and just gawk 3,000. I mean, I'm talking about, woo! Okay? Look, that's weird. And she get back and you tongue kiss her? No, that's weird. So some of these men are weird out here, okay? Bro, I got stories. I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure. It's just weird, man. It's just weird. It's very weird. So while we watch the spa still climb and give us this money, we making money on the spa right now. Good God. The SP 500 is moving up, so we're looking good. But yeah, man, like you just have to take into account of a few of those things, right? And so, fellas, just know, who are you on average? On average, who are you able to hook up with, right? Like if you smashing, if you work at Amazon warehouse and you get to smash the girl that worked down, three machines down at the Amazon warehouse, and y'all smashing whatever. Okay, cool. You get the Amazon warehouse chick. Like that's like your level, right? Cool. I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay with that. But it's just about being realistic with yourself. All right. You gotta be realistic with yourself. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. Right? It's not gonna work. And so, ladies, once again, as we close out, who have you been able to date? Who's actively, hitting you up, asking to go out on a date? That's your range of people that you date in, right? Trying to go above that, I really don't think it's gonna work out. Fellas, who are you able to smash? What are the women that consistently giving you the eye? Like, hey, those are the women that you actively date, right? I agree. Yeah, I agree. Warehouse females are freaks. For real. And RNs. Yes. Absolutely. Those are the best, right? Those are some of the best, not the best. Some of the best. Especially if you're on your single game. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like lawyers and RNs, those are not, to me, them just fun times. Like we just gonna have some fun, right? Ben said Tay used to be outside something serious. Yeah, I used to be outside, man. The nurses, the RNs. I used to have one girl, she hated when I called her a nurse because she's like climbed the ladder a little bit. She's like, I'm a respiratory therapist. I said, all right, baby, you get in and blow your breath over here. I don't give a fuck what you I don't fuck what you call yourself, respiratory therapist. Get your ass on in here. I don't care what you call yourself. You a nurse. If you put them damn scrubs on, you a nurse to me. Till you put a white coat on, you're either a nurse and or a doctor, right? If you put the white coat on, you're a doctor. Anything in between there, I don't know. All right, shit, I don't know. That's right, Britt. Yeah, they were the ones fighting on the Freaknik documentary. That's exactly it. Not like, don't, you can't release that now. You're gonna mess up my career. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, them the ones. All right? That's right, Robert. Shit. I don't care what you call yourself. Get on in here. But yeah, man, so literally, like that's what, I would leave you all with. Definitely make sure that you're being realistic with yourself, right? If you don't like where you are, so the current dating pool, right? Mimi said, I might be in a documentary. That's funny. The current dating, Mimi, you a lawyer? You a lawyer or a nurse? Which one? I don't think you're neither one. I'm messing with you. But anyway, if you don't like your current dating pool that you are meeting with, like if you're actually like, okay, these are the ladies, if you're saying these are the guys I'm actively dating and all of them are bums, I don't really like the people who are hollering at me, okay, then you got to do something different. That's just what it is. You got to do something different. Maybe you need to change your style, how you dress. Maybe you need to, you got to level up in some way. You got to start creating a higher standard, right? What's some things that can be, right? Ladies, some things that you can easily do to level yourself up. You can change your diet. You can start eating healthier. You can lose some weight, get lean. You can start working out more and, growing the legs, getting some muscle in the legs, getting a little booty back there. Get your butt right, man. Get in there and get it. Go hire a trainer. Some other things you can do to level up. Go hire a fucking dating coach, right? You can go hire a dating coach easy, right? That'll help you to, shift some things in your thinking, right? Yeah, get you a feminine mentor. That's right. So dating coach or feminine mentor, like get a mentor. That's another thing that you can do to level up. You can start wearing makeup a little bit more, right? I think that's very helpful. You can learn how to talk. And learning how to talk, I think, will go hand in hand with, that feminine mentor. Like, go get somebody who can help you, who already knows what they're doing, right? I'm actually trying to get my wife to start coaching. I ain't gonna lie, because she got this shit figured out. I done been with a lot of women. She got it figured out. Like, I'm telling you, she needs to start coaching women, because there are some women out there who they ain't got it. They don't have it. So we'll see, man, because we still aren't, this sounds bad. We still aren't that confident in women right now, because women just got these weird ass expectations. And she's like, I can't help people who just got these weird ass expectations. Like they're expecting like these crazy super ballers or whatever, and it's like there's not many of them, right? Ben said I have a batch I'm gonna send her way. But yeah, like literally leveling up. Fellas, same thing for you. If you're at a position where you're like, okay, I want a better woman, right? I want a better quality woman, right? I'm gonna just be honest with you. You know, go get your money. Now, of course, all my fellas who are here live with me now, y'all in the right place, because we trade stocks. We're investing. So whatever you making now is not your end all be all, because as our targets hit and stocks pop, you start to make more money. The goal for you now is to just make sure you don't fuck it off, right? Keep investing, keep making more money, flipping it, right? But making more money automatically puts you on a different scale as a man. I'm telling you, put you on a different scale. And no, it's not, they're gold diggers. Fuck all of that. No, it's part of the benefits package. I'm telling you, the way I move, I'm telling you, I got high expectations. I got very high expectations out of you. Why? Because I know that when you step in my world, the benefits that I'm going to bring, oh boy, right? So that's why I say get your benefits package together, because that allows you to date a different type of woman, right? And so, because let's just be honest, fellas, the better the woman, the more men are after her ass. I'll just be honest with you, right? And so the better the woman, the better she look, the better sex she got, the better whatever, right? The better she treats you, the better she can cook, yada, 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 yada. There are going to be more men after her, right? And so if you're on this scale of men, right? And okay, maybe you got your body together, but you make $60,000 a year. But the woman that you're aiming for is getting men in Ferraris are trying to holler at her. You out your league, big dog. Grow that bag. You got to go get the bag. I'm sorry. Like, what you want me to tell you? You got to go get the bag, right? Because I feel like men, I'm going to say this. I got to say this before we leave. Because men are delusional in the same sense that women are delusional when it comes to sex. You'll hear some men like, man, I be knocking down some of these women, man. Doctors, lawyers, whatever. Yeah. It's like, yeah, she just wants you as a toy. She never gonna take you serious. Like, broke, trust me, I used to be broke. When you broke, you banging that thing down for life. That's when you be in there like slow stroking it. Yeah, slow stroking for life. When you broke, your D game is different. Cause you fucking for survival. You fucking for survival. All right? You were fucking for survival. So, that's right, homosexual, right? You fucking for survival. So, yeah, you can knock down some of these doctors and women that look good and yada yada, but she know you need survival. So she like, okay, I'm gonna just play with you, right? We're gonna have some fun. But she don't want you long term. Like, no. That's right. Look, the ladies are chiming in now. Like, yeah, sex only. She don't want you. You a side bitch. She don't want you long term, baby. Like, come on, fellas. So once again, I feel like women fall into this same delusional space where they might actually get to date somebody who's driving a Ferrari, right? And it's like, you know, I just got through banging it down, you know, in the bedroom with a Ferrari driver. It's like, okay, baby, now hold tight. Now he finds you attractive, right? But you might have just been some booty for the night, right? You might just be booty. So once again, don't be delusional just because you get to play in that arena on the sex level. You have to understand, right? You have to understand what's going on, okay? So, the plumber. No, what was it? What was the other one? Not the plumber, but the cable guy. Hey, ma'am, I got your HD package. You need some HD, and I got it. I got your HD package. Let's go. I got your HD package right here. I'm here to mount that thing up, all right? I'm here to mount your TV. I'm here to mount your TV, all right? Right. I'm here to, connect your box. We got to get a connection to that box, all right? So, look, man, I just like to have fun with this stuff, y'all. Y'all don't take me too serious. I'm sure somebody gonna watch this replay and be mad at me, right? But it's just about having fun, man. I think these are topics that we like to talk about that I think it's just good to have, fresh perspectives on, right? Fresh perspectives on. And so as a married man who's wealthy, successful, looked the part, all that good stuff, right? I feel like I've been able to secure the bag in life, right? And I've been able to do it in a way by hedging, right? So, with that being said, make sure y'all keep doing your things, studying up, showing up, putting in the work, bettering yourself. We're going to have conversations across the board. They're not just going to be relationship stuff. We're going to have conversations from fitness, wealth, relationships, whatever y'all got, hit me up, right? We'll talk about it. That's why I call this podcast Ask Tay, right? So, till next time, love you. We out.
I got Hitman on the beat. School out.
Secure the bag with 1017 Scoochie.
Scoochie.
Yeah, Puerto Rico, East Atlanta.
Yeah.
Well, Miami.
Go.
My money machine go beep, I love the sound that it make. Plus all the racks I'm count, I think that my machine bout to break. Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These private flights, Miami nice, these Gucci bags full of cash. So when Tay Sweat from Puerto Rico, we go hard for the cheese. It's all legit, we making grip, they think I'm still selling keys. I just Cartier my eyes, cost 5 G's.